Hello everyone. Welcome back to some more bridge. Can play in today's Daylong tournament, which is a match point event. But first, I did want to, just actually go look back over yesterday's event a little bit because I did very well. I knew it was a good result. 75%. Came 30th out of, 19,000 entrants, which is pretty good. I can't claim all the credit for this. There's a lot of luck in just what boards you get to play and like where there are opportunities to score well. Um, when the bots make some weird mistake against you that they don't make against someone else for reasons you had nothing to do with. But it's certainly the best performance I've had in one of these events ever, and probably the best I'll have in a long time. Um, and we can notably, I I got a shared top on every single board, which I was, it would, I guess so. Like, there were 29 people who ranked higher than me, right? Because the way these day long events work is not everyone plays the same boards. In fact, nobody plays the same boards as anybody else, I think. But you have, nobody plays the same 8 boards as anyone else. But like each board you play, of course, was played by 100 or so other people. So it was literally impossible for me to do any better. Well, that's not true necessarily. I so on like this board, for example, I got a 53, and nobody did any better than this. That's not to say it's impossible to do better. Maybe there was a way to make 3, although if you look at the Traveler, you'll see there wasn't. But I mean, I think I did actually do the best you could do on any of these boards, and nobody did better than I did on any of them. So that sort of helps explain where the lovely 75% comes from. Were any of these especially? I don't know. I mean, there were a number of. The thing is, like I mentioned, you can look at the Travelers and see what other people did. I think this was one I wanted to look back at. Is that right? No. I mean, it's interesting, but not the one I was looking for. Maybe this one? Yeah. No. There's one where West Blue is Queen of Clubs or something, right? Was it this? No. I could have prepared this all before you guys got here, but I didn't. This one, the King of Clubs. No, 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 never mind. Not that one either. Here? Nope. Definitely not that one. I thought I've like looked at all of these now, I think. I guess I haven't. It's not that. I looked at this, right? I guess I'll just do them all in order since I can't find the one I'm looking for. And I keep looking at the same one. Pretty sure I checked this. Yeah. Oh, was it 5 diamonds? No, because that one... I checked this. Am I crazy? Am I thinking... Maybe I'm thinking of a different event entirely. I don't know. Or, oh, was it this? No? No, it must have been a different event. Okay, never mind. So you can look at what other tables did, as I mentioned in the last video, but you can only see one table for each result. So like here, I can find one player who made only 5 instead of 6, right? And I did look at this, you can see what they did wrong, which is they took the diamond finesse when they didn't need it, and then it lost. So they did what I mean, first of all, trick 1 is kind of interesting. They jumped on the ace instead of finessing it around to the 10, which I think is wrong. But if you were worried that the club finesse might lose, this play would make some sense. I don't think it can, given West opened, but you want to make sure that the spades don't get blocked. okay, I get it. It's a mistake, but it doesn't cost this declarer because West continues spades, and now the spades are winning. Isn't that nice? You take the finesse. And declarer did find the line, by the way, of leading the king of hearts to set up South's heart before the ace of diamonds is gone, which is the play that I thought people might miss. But then after the club finesse wins, they're like, yeah, I'll just finesse a diamond too. Why not? Like, this just can't ever win. It's guaranteed to lose a trick. It could be, like, if West has 4 clubs, it is useful to set up a diamond trick. But you shouldn't do it by finessing in diamonds. Because what if West wins it and plays a club? Now you're cut off from the dummy, right? Well, you only get there once, and you can't ever unblock the diamonds and then cash the jack. So if you are going to try to lose a trick to king of diamonds, it should be after you play the ace, not before. But I think it's better to just not lose one. Anyway, so on to today's event. Just wanted to briefly celebrate yesterday's, where I did surprisingly well. And this one, I'm sure I will not be getting a shared top on every board, because when the players are allowed to bid as well as play, there are many more possible results. And it's just like, I don't think anyone's ever gotten a top on every board in an event like this, I would imagine. 2 hearts, right? I mean, I guess we could pass since partner's a passed hand, but I don't want to make it easy for the opponents to compete in spades or clubs. If partner's inviting game with good diamond support, I kind of like that. We have a double fit, which partner knows, so it's not like that's news to me. I don't have great shape, but I have great controls. Queen of diamonds helps solidify our other suit. I think it's worth a shot. King of spades lead is good news. And yet it still looks like we're going to go down. Well, actually, the north hand is hidden to them. They might not realize that they should cash clubs, although they probably will. The issue is we lose a spade, a diamond, and 2 clubs. If the opponents don't cash clubs when they get in with the diamond, we could pitch one on the diamond, and then we'd be okay. But they probably will. So with East leading the king of spades, there's some hope that maybe West wins the diamond and continues spades. And then we would be okay. Well, even then, we're only okay if they don't block the diamonds for me. Hey, okay. We're in business. All right, and then I'll take 2 more heart tricks. Take that. What a lucky result. A bad contract. Opening lead gave away a trick and also tricked their partner into giving away another trick. I guess technically the opening lead doesn't give away a trick because we can always take 2 spades. Oh, show me the current results, please. We can always take 2 spades if we guess the suit right by playing ace and then low, low, dropping the king and the queen's winner. But I wasn't going to do that, right? I was going to play ace and low to the queen if East hadn't led the king. So the lead gave away a trick and also convinced West to try continuing spades instead of switching to clubs. So lucky result for sure. This might be a shared top. How could you do better, right? 18 points? Yes. The book bid for a hand with this shape and 18 points is a club followed by 2 no trump. I don't love bidding these clubs when I have such lovely majors, but I guess like the alternative would be to underbid with 1 no, preempting the majors, but also preempting diamonds makes it harder for the opponents to overcall. I think you're supposed to just bid a club here. If partner bids a major, you can jump to 3 and that'll be nice, and if he doesn't, you haven't lost much. I wonder if partner actually thinks we should bid more than 3 spades with this hand. Like, I believe the way the robot counts total points is like your high card points plus shortness points, or maybe length points, or both. And like, he thinks this diamond is probably worth a shortness points. This hand has 19 total points. I think Gib wants you to bid 4 spades here. I don't necessarily care what Gib thinks, except that it influences whether he's going to accept my invite, if he thinks I can't possibly be this strong. I guess I'll just bid 4. That's what the field is going to do. Alright, partner was raising anyway. If I had bid 3, it looks like. And we're making 4, perhaps 5. Oh, really? Ace and then low. This is a big decision. Well, I guess not. The ace lead at first looks like it's from the ace-king, because that's what usually makes people lead aces. But you wouldn't continue low here if you had the king. So West definitely has the king. So the queen is not going to be a successful play. You might as well play the 10, hoping against hope that East has the jack, although he doesn't. Yes. Doesn't matter how I rough here. And we'll just cash hearts and lead a diamond up to the... Oh, I didn't even pay attention. Hearts could have not split. Okay, it's lucky that they did. Anyway, diamond up to the king. Okay. Right, I can claim as soon as I see that. I don't need to wait to be on lead. So, decent result. Could anybody score better than this? It's hard to imagine. You'd have to make 6 of something. You can't make 6 no trump. Well, 5 no trump, I guess. If the opponent's 5. No, there's not. You're not making 5 no trump, are you? 51? Everyone's here and everyone's making 5? Okay, fair enough. Maybe it is a shared top, but one where there's just no opportunity to do any better. I thought some people would do badly somehow. But I guess there's not much to do wrong. Okay, fair enough. There's not much to do right, but there's not much to do wrong either. Three spades. I have 15 points. I'm supposed to bid a game, but they all look pretty bad. I mean, stiff queen of spades is sort of support. If I bid 4 diamonds, I think that's overemphasizing my diamonds. We could bid 3-0 and hope partner also has something in hearts, since he doesn't seem to have much in the minors. I guess that's worth a try. But like four spades is sort of the respectful bid, where you assume partner actually has some spades and that the queen will help fill them in. Like if partner has, I don't know, king, jack, 10, 6th of spades, I'm thrilled to play spades instead of no trump. But he might not. He could just have like 6 small for this bid, I believe. I think you're supposed to bid 4 spades over 3-0. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely going to work out better. Okay, so for a change, respecting Gib pays off. We pitch a heart here. Both opponents playing high-low. Don't know what that means. Humans would give count signals here. I don't really think Gib does that. Now, by cashing the clubs this way, I have potentially blocked the diamonds for myself. So that I can't use them to pitch the last couple hearts, but think that's worth it because it means they can't cash 3 hearts against me. And we can still lead a heart up to the king. Oh, never mind. The diamonds can be cashed. And they're not even leading a heart. Oh my goodness. I led the 10 last trick, right? Yeah. You can see the dummy. Why are you doing this? I didn't draw all the spades. I counted wrong? Oh no. Alright. I didn't notice somebody failed to follow suit, I guess. What a disaster. Oh no, I forgot that we only had 7 of them. Yeah, I should have made more tricks than I did. Should have made 4. 5 actually. This is a disaster. I was not paying enough attention. Because obviously, as I mentioned, I didn't draw the trump. If I had drawn here, I could have played a diamond. And East does best to duck 2 diamonds and win the 3rd so that I can't use the diamonds to pitch hearts. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Right. Well, but I'm still losing. Right. I'm losing a diamond and 2 hearts. But that's only 3 tricks. East might look a little bit end-played when they win the diamond, but they have a club to exit with, forcing me to ruff with my last trump. And so instead of actually playing the 3rd round of diamonds, once East ducks twice, I'll have won it in dummy and I can play a heart up to the king, which loses, but it was worth a try. Yeah, awful, awful. Clearly don't deserve a good score on that one. I just wasn't paying any attention to the trump suit and assumed that 3 rounds would draw them all, but it doesn't. Just not paying attention, I guess. Wow, you don't see 3 spades very often. Is this minor statement? It must be, right? Yeah. Well, I don't have any minors for you, partner. Minors and short hearts slamming. Can't say I love short hearts. And I don't... I mean... You're 5-5 in the minors. That's kind of cool. Still, even if partner has like the ace of clubs and the queen of diamonds and both suits run, we still need like a spade finesse to get to 12 tricks. I mean, there's not much I can do here. I clearly have to bid 5 of something and see if partner wants to bid 6, he can. I don't really have a strong preference between the minors. Obviously my diamonds are stronger, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're a better trump suit. I'll bid diamonds, though. Pretty stinky clubs, partner. Turns out 3-0, or 4-0 rather, might be better, right? 5 diamonds, 3 spades is 8. We might have 2 heart stoppers. We might not, though. In fact, since West led the king, we can say the ace and king are both over here, so I guess we do have 2 heart stops. So no trump should make 4, right? You set up the club. 5, 8, 9, 10. I guess if the opponents found club leads, maybe they could stop you. Anyway, we don't need to think too hard about it anymore. Now our job is to make 5 diamonds. Let's count the trumps this time. Now they're all out. Okay, so we're going to make 5. Well, I guess the clubs might be 4-1. But they're not. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think you can make 4-0. But it seems, I don't think much of BBO is going to bid that. Let me just confirm that you can make 4-0. Only 3, huh? I guess if the opponents don't help you by leading the minors. Or if they attack spades. I say leading the minors, leading hearts and clubs, I mean. Yeah, so West has to lead a heart. And then has to lead a low heart. Ah, setting up the ace-8. So that when you lose a club trick, they can cash 2 hearts, as well as the heart they've already got. Okay, that's sort of tough for the defense to find. Anyway, slightly above average for that. Great hand. Partner likes spades a lot, huh? I think we just bid, 4 hearts? I hope this is forcing. It says 14 plus, which in principle should mean it's unlimited, which should mean it's forcing, but it doesn't say forcing. And so I think Gibb will not treat it as forcing. He might very well pass. I mean, I think we have a very reasonable shot at a slam in clubs, or maybe spades. I think I'll bid 4 clubs. Partner's not going to pass that. I don't know what to do now, though. I need to know if partner has the ace of diamonds, and there's no way for me to ask in our system. Well, 5 diamonds kind of shows this hand, apparently. It's supposed to be a spade raise, though, which I don't have. 14 to 18 total points. It's not quite, I would say my hand is better than that. I do have strong rebiddable clubs, though. You're not wrong. We just don't really have a system. I think I'm going to bid 5 clubs. Maybe partner will bump it up. No. Okay, well... This spot is not great. Yeah. I think... Like, this ace of diamonds is a really important entry. If they hadn't led diamonds, we'd be looking just fine, but it's not a surprise that they did. I think you duck this and maybe West will decide to switch, but I doubt it. No, okay. I don't see how we can make this. I mean, you know, West could have King X of spades, but for a 3 diamond bid, I don't think that's likely. Almost certainly East has it. So one thing, you know, one funny thing you could try if you were desperate, you could play Ace of Spades, Queen of Spades, finessing East for the king, pitching a heart. Problem is, East doesn't have to cover that, and even if he does, like, you probably don't have an entry to dummy. So, like, the idea would be that you play West for the singleton 10 of clubs. Then after Ace Queen, you do have an entry, right? You can play Ace of clubs, club to the 8, and cash some more spades, pitching hearts. hearts. But even if West does have the stiff 10 of clubs, East can just decline to cover the second spade, assuming like he has king fourth. I guess in that case, you could ruff a spade to high. No, it's not going to work. So maybe there's some end play potential against East, who we're assuming has the king of spades and the king and long hearts. I guess East could have king third of hearts. Then we would just have one heart loser and be in good shape. King fourth of hearts is a lot more likely, of course. But in that case, maybe there's some kind of throw-in at the end? I think so. Yeah. So let's play a heart to the queen. Cannot afford to spend any spades. Good. Okay, it wasn't the stiff 10, so that other line is not working. So we know East had 3 clubs, probably exactly 2 diamonds. West had 7 diamonds and 2 clubs. I mean, West pitches a spade, East pitches a spade. East pitches a heart. Okay. That means the squeeze has worked. We can concede a heart. Yeah. So East could have afforded to pitch something else. But then on the last heart, last club, he would have been in trouble. Okay. So let's actually show you the ending I was imagining on this hand. I think this is still a bad score because like 4 spades should get 620 most of the time. Or more. Yeah. More probably. But I'm glad I salvaged at least a making contract. So if we take this hand, and after the first few tricks, East pitches a spade. And I was imagining that at this point, East would pitch another spade. Because he doesn't need 3, he only needs 2. And now, okay, I cash the ace of hearts. And I have a guess. If the hearts are 3-3, I need to concede a heart immediately so that I can knock out the last 2 hearts. And when I get back to my hand with the club, I can enjoy the last heart. If this is the layout, which it is, and I thought was more likely, so I probably would get it right, even if East had not pitched a heart. You have to play the last club. West discards whatever. And East is in trouble. If he pitches a spade, you cash 2 spades. Actually, it would be better. Not that it really matters, but you should pitch a heart here. If he pitches a spade, you take the last 3 tricks with spades and dummy. So the natural thing to do is pitch a heart. But now we play a heart, and East has to lead a spade into the ace-queen. So that's the squeeze that I saw coming when I was looking desperately for ways I could make the contract at this point. Is if East has both red kings, he's in trouble. Well, both red kings, both major suit kings. You also need him to have the long hearts or to guess the heart position if they're 3-3. But, you know, inexperienced players who are not familiar with squeezes might say, well, how could you see this coming, right? I didn't necessarily just I don't want to say like, oh wow, playing any squeeze is makes me a world class expert or anything, but it is a technique that newer players don't have, and that I did spend some months or years studying when I was younger. Like the warning signs that should make you look harder for a squeeze. Here, count how many losers you have, first of all. We have, assuming that the heart finesse works, which it should, we just have 2 losers left. If you have 1 loser, you should look for just a squeeze, typically. With 2 losers, squeezes are harder, but there are 2 loser squeezes of various kinds, most notably strip squeezes, which is what we played here. And an important feature of many strip squeezes, or many 2 loser squeezes, although not all, is what's called a vulnerable stopper. A stopper, or a vulnerable, stopper, where an opponent guards one of your threat suits, but if they have to lead that suit, their guard will fall apart. So in this case, the King of Spades is a vulnerable stopper, which is an important warning sign for, look, there could be a strip squeeze here. And with a vulnerable stopper, you often can play a strip squeeze even with more than 2 losers, but the classic kind is with 2. And the idea is you just cash all of your other winners outside the threat suits, and they have to come down to their stopper in 1 suit and no extra tricks, and then their vulnerable stopper in the other suit. And then you throw them in with the non-vulnerable stopper. So that was what set me off to the possibility that this might happen, and then thinking through the details saw that indeed it does happen. Although you do still have to guess the heart position if East doesn't pitch one. Anyway, this is a huge hand here. I mean, 4 losers. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think you're supposed to open this 2 clubs, although I bet some of the field will. It's just way too offensive a hand. If the opponents get involved, the partner will be too keen to double if you've opened 2 clubs. No, I will not let you play this hand. We could try to show our hand more accurately with 3 hearts, but I'm not interested in partner's input, and I don't want to give the opponent space. Let's just bid 4 spades. Okay. It's very helpful a partner to have shown up with the queen. We're still not a lock to make 4, but it's a reasonable spot. Losing 2 clubs, a heart, and maybe another heart. Is there any reason to pitch a club here? I don't think so. So you don't want it to go heart switch, heart rough or something, right? So rough. How do you play the spades? I guess you play ace and then queen. And if the suit breaks, then you can lead a heart up to the king just in case East has stiff ace. But if the suit doesn't break, you should probably come back to hand, draw the last spade, and then lead the king of hearts. Because you're much more likely to find somebody with a small stiff than the ace stiff. So leading up to the king risks a rough more than it helps drop an ace. But if the suit is 2-2, you get a free shot. If the spades are 2-2, that is. And they're not. Okay, so back to hand, draw the trump. And we can afford 1 more spade here before we attack the hearts, right? Not necessarily, actually. So it looks like you play, jack of... So what's going to happen in hearts? We're going to play the king, losing to the ace. Then they'll tap me in diamonds or clubs. I'll rough in. I'll play the queen jack. And if the suit is 3-3, I'll win the 6. If the suit isn't 3-3, I'll lose the 6. And so I could afford to cash one more spade. Except there is one situation where I couldn't afford to do that, which is what if the hearts aren't 3-3, but I can still win all the hearts? How could that happen? Well, the 10 and 9 of hearts could both be in the same hand, doubleton. In which case, after king of hearts, ace, then they tap me. Queen of hearts, now I have to cross to the 8 of hearts and then get back to hand to cash the jack. And so I need actually 2 spades. It's an unlikely layout, but it is actually one where you can't afford to cash the spade. And given that cashing the spade is very unlikely to make the opponents make a mistake, I think you actually do choose to play the suit correctly instead. Okay, that's not the 10 or the 9, so it wasn't necessary. I mean, I guess you might as well exit a club here, give them one more chance, or one more chance to pitch a heart. You could cash the spade instead. Yeah, I mean, somebody with 4 hearts and like the ace king or ace jack of clubs might come under a little pressure, I guess. East has this hand figured out, apparently. Okay. Ah, too bad. Good discarding East. Even unblock. I should have played the queen, I guess. Oh, fuck. Sorry, I hit the table. I can't believe that. I actually end played East, but just didn't believe it. And I didn't play for it. I thought it was hopeless. And I was like, oh, maybe I just played low because it doesn't matter. But oh, I had him. Oh, man. So East's ace of clubs pitch looks kind of strange here. But actually, is it just crazy? Like, can't he pitch a heart? No, so of course he can't pitch a heart. Can't he pitch a low club, I mean? Because the... No, he can't because he played the 7 of hearts earlier. Wait, no. Yeah, his partner has the 9. Okay, maybe he's worried I have the 9 of hearts. No, it says he can't. Oh, geez. Okay, well, so there is kind of a funny... Not hand editor, hand viewer link, excuse me. There is a kind of funny end play that I do have here. That it would be tough for me to find, but I couldn't even find the line of playing the queen. Here, West played the 7, which doesn't actually cost, but it seems like it does. If he had the 7 back, he'd be feeling better, though. So what... Okay. Where am I? Here, where East pitched the ace of spade clubs, I was thinking, oh, a low club looks pretty safe, doesn't it? But actually, I can play the queen of hearts, unblocking the 8 from dummy. And then exit a club to East. And now, fine, he cashes the last club, whatever. But when he leads the 4 of hearts, I can put in the 6, winning in hand, and then the jack. If he leads the 10, I win the jack and then the 6. But if he hadn't pitched the 7 of hearts, wouldn't that not work? Let's say he plays a normal low heart, like a non-weirdo. And they continue. Yeah, wait a minute. So it says that takes 4 tricks. So when did they actually make a mistake? West pitches a club. Club. Yeah. So, right, if East had kept his 7 of hearts, he actually could afford a low club here. So, hang on, I'm still confused. When did the opponents make an error? When did they go from 4 tricks available to 3? Here, no? There? No, that's fine. You can pitch right. I still only have 9 tricks. Oh, West has to... No, West won that and has to. Yeah? East played the 7, which was apparently... Oh, West has to not lead a diamond, I guess? Yes. Preserve his partner's king of diamonds as an exit card. I see. Got it. Okay. Well, I'm mad I missed that queen of clubs play. I was like, no way East would ever underlead the king, so I don't know. But there's no universe where playing low ever works out, and maybe there's some world where East plays ace and then low, because I was thinking, oh, he's unblocking from ace 10 doubleton, so he can lead to his partner's king 10, king jack rather, or whatever. But I mean, I might as well play the queen. It's basically free. There's no way low ever sets up the queen and then gets back in to cash it. So, just playing sloppy today. Definitely do not deserve 30th place in today's event. Easy 4 spades. Easy 10 tricks with 11 if the heart finesse works. Not much else to do, I think. I mean, I guess if the spades are 5-0, you could have some issues. You will have some issues. Okay, well, they're making me take the finesse now. Let's do it. Alright, I can't claim the rest because the spades might not split, but after 1 round, I will. Okay, boring hand. Nothing to do here. Everyone will be in the same spot, making the same number of tricks. This is a strong spade hand. You just open this 4 spades? I don't think so. We could make 6. Two clubs and 3 spades are both sort of reasonable. You could even argue this is a 3-club hand, but I don't think so. I think I want to bid 2 clubs and then 3 spades if partner bids again. Partner hates spades. I don't really care what you like, partner. Okay. This is kind of nice, actually. We can make the opponents lead a trump for us, I think. Jump on the ace, pitching a diamond. The diamond might be a winner. Actually, maybe we pitch a club? No. The diamond could be a winner if we finessed. But if we jump on the ace pitching a diamond, we can produce some club winners for sure. Now, there are always 2 club winners in this hand, for sure, as well, right? If you play the queen on 1 trick and then the 9 on the next, you forced out the king and jack, and then the ace and 10 win 2 tricks. But we maybe can do even better. And ruff one of them? I don't know. Maybe that doesn't do anything. Because I was imagining Ace of Hearts, Pitch a Diamond, Queen of Clubs. If East covers, great. We've squished the king. And we play low to the 9. But I was imagining that if I led clubs, the opponents would be forced to lead spades for me because they don't want me to get a ruff. But the ruff doesn't actually do anything, right? So maybe if they were on their toes, they could decline to lead a spade. But I suppose if they don't, then I can ruff a third round of clubs and dummy and lead a spade? Nope, wouldn't have any spades left. So, that's interesting. Maybe I have to win this and play a spade to the queen? Just plan to lose a spade and 2 clubs. Hope the spades are 3-2 onside. Maybe so. But they might be conned into leading a spade for me, and that would be a big improvement of my chances compared to doing it myself. That's a play that would probably work better against humans than against computers, actually. Because the robots won't assume that the reason I'm leading clubs is because I want to ruff them. They'll just generate... Well, they know I have 4. They'll probably decide I want to ruff some. I think I'm going to go for that. I think it's wrong, double dummy, but it might work against actual defenders. And now I might lose only 1... Yeah, now if they let me win this, I lose only 1 club. Although if East has to lead a spade, it's not so appealing for me. Ooh, alright. Still, Ugh. Okay, down 1. Sorry, partner. Well, actually, if the 10 drops of spades, no. Okay. They're not going to discard wrong here, but I'll give it a try anyway. Taking the spade finesse wouldn't have helped. Pitching a club to take a diamond finesse wouldn't have helped. I don't think you can do better there. You could not be in 4, but I don't know. I think 4 is the right bid. I don't know. It's not like I could bid 3. I could have bid 1 spade, 3 spades, and not mentioned the clubs at all, but that seems wrong. Anyway, bad result for a bad player. Shows I was just lucky yesterday. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.